Jenny can f*** off at this point because the night before, she's whispering to Ronnie that she was just ratting Ronnie out to Sammi to get her to leave. And now the next night she's looking at Sam and saying, I was just looking out for you. She's a rat and a snake at the same time. Hi, I'm Ray Arcade. Welcome to my channel. The last time we were at the Jersey Shore house, Snooki had been freed from jail and was trying not to drink anymore. Dina had met a Ronnie lookalike, and Jenny had a gigantic breakup with her boyfriend Tom. What will happen next? Take my hand as we find out on this Jersey Shore retrospective. Today we are covering Season 3, Episode 5, called Drunk Punch Love, and it premiered on January 27th, 2011. And don't forget to stick around to the end of my video where I will read one of your comments from my previous video. Let's go. Also, you may notice I took down my tapestry and I'm fucking around with things. It probably doesn't look great right now, but we're a work in progress. We open on Jenny in her home crying after facing the many betrayals Tom has done against her, including leaving her dogs alone in a house to starve and stealing many of her valuable or sentimental objects and money. He stole her money. She says,
I don't care about this house. I can't wait to get rid of it. My home's in Jersey, in my little bed.
Your little nook.
Yeah, next to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously her house is like a house of horrors to her now, and she doesn't want to live there anymore. Obviously, Jenny and Snooki's trip up to Long Island to get her dogs was spur of the moment, but Snooki had invited Ryder to visit the Shore house, and the overlap happened. So when Ryder arrives, Snooki is not there. It's kind of awkward because Vinny answers the door. And if you may remember, Snooki had walked in on Vinny and Ryder banging before Season 3 started filming. Vinny says,
Nicole gave me strict instructions, do not have sex with my best friend. So I really don't know what to do at this point. So what's new, Ryder?
Just turned 22
Really? When?
on Thursday.
Happy birthday.
Vinny is like such a single-celled organism. His only options are sleep with her or do not interact with her at all. There's no in-between. Also, it's crazy because Ryder in this scene says that she just turned 22. She is so young. Like, I think Mike and Pauly were in their close to 30s or in their 30s at this point. Just also seems so old to be on the Jersey Shore. But Ryder's 22. She's so young. And I try to imagine what I would be like on the Jersey Shore at 22. And I think I'd be a hot mess, probably. Back in Long Island, Snooki and Jenny are trying to change the doorknobs on Jenny's house because Tom has the key and they're struggling. It's like two Guidettes try to screw on a doorknob. Jokes right themselves. But anyway, they pack up the dogs and they head back to New Jersey. While Snooki's gone, Dina takes Ryder out on the boardwalk. They have some fun and they start getting trashed. Jenny and Snooki get back to the Shore house and the boys point out that the dogs look kind of familiar.
We are fuzzy friends.
Hello.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I miss you so much.
That's a fireball. Yo, this looks like Snooki. Snooki and Ryder. Look at Snooki and Ryder. That's what I'm gonna call him from now on, Snooki and Ryder.
And this is so true and funny. Also, at the club, and this is not important at all, Jenny's wearing like a feathered top thing, and Vinny says,
You mean my friend?
sometimes there will just be these little moments throughout the show where someone in the cast will demonstrate a level of intelligence that you wouldn't expect of them, or like a level of knowledge of something that you wouldn't expect of them. Like, why would Vinny know who Bjork is? That's like weird to me. It's like two worlds crossing that shouldn't cross. Jenny wastes no time linking up with Roger at the club, so it's pretty clear she's had no problems. She's had a very smooth transition from Tom to Roger. Seamless, even. The drinks are rolling in, and Sam seems pretty drunk. She sees Ron talking to a woman.
Let me see the crunk. Let me see you get crunk.
We're at the club. I'm enjoying myself.
I see Ron talking to a girl at the bar. Who is that?
Sam thought I was like hitting on the girl. And I was like, what the Mike with the baby? That's his girlfriend. Stop.
Should Sam not jump to conclusions about her boyfriend and instead just be rational and go up to him and be like, hey, what's going on? Yes. For any other boyfriend she could have that isn't Ron. Are you kidding me? Ron was hitting on girls at bars in Miami all the time. And now he's making her feel like she's irrational and paranoid. Vinny meets a girl at Karma.
Gina? What's up, man? Vinny. Got guys calling you left and right. I don't know.
We're just having a conversation.
Wait, what's your name?
Take her home, you're not getting laid. You might be able to cuddle, but that's about it.
I love cuddling. That's my favorite.
This is her home right here.
How you doing, Vinny? Nice to meet you.
Hey, Vinny, how you doing?
Good. It's kind of frustrating when a girl has like a protective uncle or a protective older brother or father. I'm not trying to get married, like, you know what I mean?
This is like so annoyingly East Coast. My own cousins pulled this shit on my husband when they first met him. Everyone is back at the house and Sam is drunk.
You never loved me. You never loved me. You hate me.
Right now, yes, I do.
You always hate me.
You know what? That's your own imagination. You're gonna realize someday, Sam. You know what you just did? The last person you had in this house.
Are you gone? Because I'm gonna go home. Like,
I'm
I'm
gone.
going home.
So get the out. I'm gone. Get the out. Is that what you want to hear? Goodbye. Pack your get the
Sammi is being belligerent and drunk, and she's not articulating herself in an emotionally intelligent way. But, like, fuck Ron. He refuses to accept the fact that he is dating someone who is insecure because he cheated on her. He blows up on Sam because she's looking for validation and he refuses to validate her. I think this is because if he validates her, then that would be like him almost admitting he was wrong about the way that he treated her. And he can never apologize. Ron is not one to apologize. His ego won't allow it, right? So instead, he blows up on her. Sam disengages, obviously, because he's berating her. She goes downstairs to get pizza for herself and Ron. Meanwhile, Ron is upstairs going insane.
I brought you something.
Don't bring me anything. I don't get an apology. I'm a sorry. I'm not a hug or nothing. I get a piece of pizza. What I'm saying is I took your put it over there, pack it, and
Oh
do what
my
you have to
God.
do. Yep. Think it's funny. I'm on a different level.
That's not funny.
My God, Ron has chucked all of Sam's stuff over their shared room with Mike, mind you, and he is mad because he doesn't get an apology. The man who is incapable of apologizing wants an apology. An apology because Sam is worried he might cheat on her again, and he's laying in bed laughing like a psychopath. It's very The Shining. It's giving Jack Torrance. I think it's fair to say that at this point, Ron is abusing Sam. It's not really funny anymore, you know, and all the guys are downstairs laughing about it, not taking it very seriously. And I think that's because they don't respect women. They probably think Sam deserves being treated like shit because she's annoying. Mike has two girls at the house. One is a grenade. And I sound like a broken record, but she looks fine. She looks like a normal person to me. She seems like she may be annoying, which, as we know, means that as a woman, if you're annoying, you're allowed to be harassed. Vinny has brought a grenade whistle to the house, grenade whistle to the house, and he goes to find it because this situation is warranted, apparently. There's a grenade running loose in the house. This reminds me of it's the lunk alarm at Planet Fitness where they set off an alarm if you drop your weight. It's too heavy to shame you.
Come on, baby, let's fucking go.
But Vinny sounds the alarm.
I'll give you pants. I'll hold on to you. What's up?
I need something to do.
Well, what do you need? What do you mean you need something to do?
Pauly D.
He's outside. I need something to put on.
That's your man's, girl.
He does not follow me. I gotta pee.
The grenade whistle! Grenade whistle!
Mike's face here is killing me. It's so funny. Vinny's girl, Gina's family, her whole family comes to the house to collect her. And there's someone there. Do you see him? The evening is still continuing. Ron is laying downstairs on the couch because he's very sad. Jenny then sneaks over. She goes to comfort him. And I hate everything about this interaction. I do feel bad for Jenny because of everything that happened with Tom, but man, some of the things I really despise about her rear their ugly head here.
And you deserve to be happy. And I've been wanting to tell you this forever.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Look at me. You don't deserve to be punished. You didn't do anything wrong. Ron, I understand. Listen, we all understand that at the end of the day, you put me and Nicole in a position, and she begged and begged and begged and begged for us to tell her the truth, so we told her the truth. But we told her the truth for her to leave, for you to be yourself.
How Jenny can look at Ron and tell him he's done nothing wrong blows my mind. Because at the same time this conversation is happening, Sam is upstairs trying to clean up all of her personal items that Ron threw all over the place. You know, I think less than 24 hours, maybe 48 hours before everything that had just happened, Tom had torn through Jenny's house and fucked things up, stole things from her, like ruined her stuff, you know, took her bed, and she's crying, right? Because it's fucked up. And then Ronnie trashes Sam's stuff, but he's done nothing wrong. Like, are you kidding me? She's being the biggest pick-me in the whole fucking history of the planet. Just look it up in the dictionary. There's Jenny. Right there. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I absolutely love how Jenny is telling Ronnie that her and Snooki wrote the note in Miami to get Sammi to leave. What? I love how she's rewriting history here. Like, that is not true. They wrote her the note to help her. Or at least that's what the initial intention seemed to be. Now I don't really know. I still think Jenny never liked Sam. And either way, Jenny's a piece of shit, right? Because either in Miami, Jenny was trying to help Sam out and is now changing up what her intentions were to have good favor with Ron, and she's lying. Or she really did mean to push Sam out of the house in Miami and was pretending it was for good intentions. But like, either way, Jenny's a little snake downstairs whispering in Ronnie's ear. She's an asshole. Boo. Boo. She's conspiring against Sam at this point. Boo. I don't like it. Jenny and Ron are outside and, you know, Jenny's still yapping in his ear about how he's done nothing wrong. Upstairs, Mike goes into the bedroom to find a condom so he can bang his chick, and he can't find one, so he asks Sam, hey, do you have any condoms? She's like, I don't really have to ask Ron. Where is Ron? Mike goes, he's outside talking to Jenny, like a little troublemaker he is. So she hops out of bed.
Get the out of here. You did nothing wrong.
Ron, what are you doing?
Talking.
About what?
Everything.
Are you friends with her? Let me know now. Are you friends with her? Are you friends with her?
If that's what you want to take it as. I tried to talk before.
No, I'm talking to you now. Are you friends with her or no?
Friends with who?
Me.
Are you friends with her or
You?
no?
Whatever you want.
If he's friends with her, I'm out. I'm out of here.
I can't believe she doesn't give a fuck that it's Ryder's birthday. The fuck? I also love how Jenny kind of slinks away and hides herself in the group after she's started all of this shit so that she can avoid confrontation. Sammi comes downstairs and she's like getting all up in Ron's face. Jenny whispers, like,
why is she hating on me
being friends with him. Like, I don't know, maybe it's because you two keep physically fighting with each other over a situation that Ron started. I don't know. I just think Jenny's playing both sides of the fence, and she's kind of a coward. Sam decides to punch Ronnie in the face.
Are you friends with her?
Mike's up at the balcony, like he's in prime seats at the opera, really enjoying the show. And his face here is also great. We get a lot of good Mike reaction faces here. Sam should not have hit Ron, period. It's not acceptable to put your hands on your partner. And I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't hold her accountable for that, because punching your partner is abuse. I mean, cut and dry. She shouldn't have done it. I've seen a lot of people make the argument that Sam's abuse towards Ron is what people call reactionary abuse. And I have seen cases and heard of stuff where people will have a partner who egg them on until they kind of have a mental breakdown and go fucking insane. And then that's usually when somebody whips out their camera and they start recording them. They're like, what are you acting like that for? What's wrong? So that is real, but I don't agree with that in this instance, right? Because Sam had a bunch of people around. She had a lot of opportunities, a lot of choices where she could have disengaged from this. If she chose not to, she hit him instead. And I don't think it's excusable. I do love how all of this is like juxtaposed by everybody up on the deck celebrating Ryder's birthday. Sam's in full freak out mode now. She goes to the phone to call her mom to come get her. And everybody's comforting Ron. Boo. Eventually, most of the house does go upstairs to convince Sam to stay. And Vinny in particular is vocal in trying to convince Sam. Ron, however, says if Sam stays, he's going to make her life miserable. Shut up. My flower. I love how after such a dramatic night that was most definitely fueled on by Jenny, Jenny gets to go to her bed, cuddle with her man with a smile on her face, perfectly content. Sam goes outside to tell Ron she's leaving. She apologizes for punching him in the face, but, it's a pretty useless apology. Ron gets up and walks away. Sam hits him with a, really? But, yeah, Sam, you punched him in the face, so, an hour ago. You just punched him. He doesn't have to accept your apology. But Ron has this air of righteous indignation about him, which is not earned at all. Ron and Sam are cuddling for one last time. They're whispering to each other. Sam apologizes.
I'm sorry. I feel like I owe Ron an extreme apology. Punching Ron in the face, getting upset that he was talking to Jenny. That was a bad thing. What am I doing? I'm wasting time hating somebody when it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Look what I'm doing to myself.
There's one thing I can say about Sam is that she does demonstrate some sort of self-awareness, unlike Ron. So they're having this whispered conversation in the dark, a heart to heart. Suddenly, you hear this voice.
Oh, God. Sorry.
If you guys want to go downstairs for some makeup sessions, let me know. Because I'm already up. So.
Mike has been here this whole time listening to them have a conversation. And I just imagine he was laying there, smiling up at the ceiling, with 100% free entertainment. Sam decides to stay. Ryder leaves. At family dinner, Sam thanks everyone for being kind to her. And Ron says he thinks Sam is maturing and realizing that she was wrong. I despise this man. He lied to her and manipulated her until she basically had a mental breakdown. And then he told her she was wrong for having a mental breakdown. And he beat her down emotionally, so much so to the point where she is now apologizing to him. And he has been able to put himself in this position of power where he's suddenly a benevolent God of forgiveness. It's insane. Please tell me if I am wildly misinterpreting this, because I feel like that's how it is, but I would love to hear an alternate perspective on the situation. Dean, Dina, Jenny, and Roger all go out on a date night, and Dean is really short. Not that there's anything wrong with that, short kings, but it's just kind of funny because next to Roger, he looks like a little Diddy Kong next to Donkey Kong. Vinny and Snooki go to a sex shop where they buy a stripper pole. The boys all go to the barber shop to get haircuts, but they're just guys being dudes. And one of the barbers says,
Yo, P, when Ronnie stunt double comes in, does he ask for the same cut as my dude?
Yeah. And then you know what's funny? He said she wanted his and he wasn't about it. You didn't hear that?
One of the barbers says that Dina's man, announced that Dina likes to...
He's smiling like the Grinch about to ruin Christmas down in Whoville at the gym. I think this is the first time Mike has seen Dina since he got this information, and he's just bursting at the seams to tell her.
I heard a story about you today.
I think I know what you're talking about because
Yeah.
it's coming back to me.
Yes, it definitely is coming back to you when you were drunk. You used
And
to-
if that's the case, then I think I do like to do that.
You don't like to, you know, but you like to.
Well, that's not true because it's not true.
You know what keeps me up at night? Is what Dina thought Mike was implying she liked. What is it? Dina denies the ass-eating allegations. I believe her, but, well, first of all, it's like post-2010. Grow up and eat a little ass, you know? But what does she think that he was saying she likes? Like, I need to know. What is it? Dina denies the ass-eating allegations, and she says that on the season 3 reunion, she said the barbershop admitted that they made it up. It wasn't true. I'll take her word for it. She seems very vehement about it. I do love both Jenny and Mike's reaction when Dina tells Jenny what's going on.
You know what Mike said they said at the barber shop? What? That I like to... What? That's not funny, because that's not true. I never would do that in my life. Are you kidding?
That night out at the club, Dina sees Dean and she confronts him. Dean easily dismisses Dina and does not seem to care that she's breaking things off with him, because I'm like 99% sure he was just trying to be on television. At Karma, Jenny asks Sam if she wants to go to the bar to get drinks with her. And while they're waiting, this interesting interaction happens.
You don't have any business saying anything, but I just think it's very smart. Thank you. I appreciate that. If you need anything, you're gonna have a good summer. Thank you. I've been through a lot, and at the end of the day, I was like trying to be there for you. Exactly, and I'm not gonna deny that. So thank you. I'm done with the mean bone in my body. Let me hug it out. I love you. Sorry.
Jenny can fuck off at this point, because the night before, she's whispering to Ronnie that she was just ratting Ronnie out to Sammi to get her to leave. And now the next night she's looking at Sam and saying, I was just looking out for you. She's a rat and a snake at the same time. And that's where the episode ends. Now, let's go to Ray's comment corner, replies to replies incorporated. This comment is from Abby Kelly, 6844. They said, honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Jenny sometimes, but the way men have treated her on TV is absolutely wild. I agree. Because we've got Tom, and then later season, spoiler alert, Roger, pushes her, and she, potentially breaks something in her foot, and all the guys are just laughing about it. And then we get a clip from their private security home where Roger's physically abuses her. It's crazy. And don't get me started on that 24 guy. If I do Jersey Shore Family Vacation, I will be talking about him. That dude is weird. I don't like him. Anyway, I guess that being said, because I just ragged on Jenny this whole episode, you really kind of have to realize there is no such thing as a perfect victim, right? So Jenny, I think it can be an asshole, a piece of shit, a snake, But does that mean any of the actions by these men against her are justified? Absolutely not. Everything that they have done to her is uncalled for, period, and her being a shitty person, you're right. It just doesn't mean that suddenly you can abuse her, But okay. Thank you for commenting, guys. Please leave some more. I will respond to them. And until next time, I'm Ray Arcade. Stay crazy, stay wild. Bye! Sorry if this is a day or two late. I downloaded Power Wash Simulator on my Switch, and it has consumed my whole life. I've lost track of time. The year, I don't even know what planet I'm on anymore. I'm on planet Power Wash.